from Funimation's website, and I will be starting our action in 1-0, go. And it full X. Honestly, the anime full X and Funimation logo combo, they actually go well together, if you ask me personally. Alright, it's a cool name. Although I wonder how they're going to relate into the narrative, though. Out of the way, can't wait to find out. Oh no. Ah, that bastard, whoever the hell did that. Alright, good shit. Hopefully it worked out. Alright. I mean, some people, well, maybe, I mean, I'm just saying, like, she may be saying that, but a lot of people do have traits that they're not aware of that make them likable. This is the way things are sometimes, where someone could be a really good person, but they're not going to notice it on occasions. Oh, what the type of mother is that? Talk about a warped sense of reality. Aww. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm actually in agreement with Momotaro. But in saying that, though, I'm not going to blame her for crying, though, because, I mean, she went through some tough stuff. That would have nerved almost anyone in that spot. Doesn't matter who they are. You know something I like about those two? You can really tell that Momotaro and Miwa, they actually see the good qualities in each other. Because you can even see, like, Momotaro's humbleness when even he himself says that he doesn't have shoulders that broad. I actually like little touches like that. And you know me, I love me the humble characters in animes. You know, something I like about One Rate Priority, just the opening. It's like a nice contrast to how the series actually is, because the opening, well, most of it is really soothing and all. But the series itself has actually been like the opposite of the opening, at least so far. It's been pretty dang hardcore, if you ask me. Alright, there's our other girl. Cool, cool. Oh, there's Miwa Momotaro. Alright. I mean, yeah, they're always there in the opening, but now that it's nice to actually have a name to put behind those faces that they've been showing off in the opening. Although, in saying that, it looks like they haven't really... Looks like the opening doesn't really have anyone else to demonstrate, so... I wonder if they've now introduced all the major players in the series at this point. Oh! That thing ain't no joke! The thing is, she's gonna have... Well, I's gonna have no choice but to step it up, because... if she doesn't do anything, they're all doomed. And I kind of like how here the two girls that I's trying to protect are acting like an emotional support by giving her the pen lights. That's actually really darn sweet. Because it makes the characters as protecting at least a bit more than just characters that they have to escort. And I actually appreciate that. Dang, Molotov was pretty dang badass. Got the moves. Oh. Yo, this is actually gonna be the first episode she actually fails to protect the girls that she's trying to. Oh, no, no, no. Eesh. I mean, eesh. That Blair girl's pretty dang durable. Because, golly. I mean, I wouldn't just say females have expiration dates, males have expiration dates, and pretty much everything in between. That's just the way of life. Nothing in life is permanent. And you know what makes this dude's creepy aside from his character design that's nightmare feel inducing? Just the voice, too. I can only hope Mio's just trying to bait the creature so that Momotaro can. Huh? Just for her sake, that video doesn't automatically go away while I was using the pen lights. I'm gonna cross my fingers. A rat's actually being pushed back. Yes! I love their adorable cockiness. Huh? I really hope this is like a big brain level feat from Mio. I can only hope. I mean, seeming like it. And this intro song's pretty damn good. Aside from the series having some fantastic visuals, they almost always bring it too in the sound department. Doesn't matter if it's music or vocal performances, they bring it everywhere. Oh shit, look at the Voltor's about to get a power up! Yo, that looked good! Damn, the animators. And you can tell the animation is detailed because they're not even speedlining the backgrounds, and when they're moving super quick, it's using the shading of the environment they're in, the colors and the hues. And even like as she slices the creature, you can see like the little blood effects. It just looks gorgeous. I mean, hey, it's the creature's fault for taking the bait. Hey, that ain't fair. I mean, there are men that are quick to deceive too. I'm just saying. Oh. I can only hope Mako and the other girl have some kind of trick up their sleeves because they're gonna need it. How did she get out from the petrified set? I mean, hey, I'm actually happy. Oh, okay. And this will, for future reference, they mention like how long it takes for them to get fixed up, though. Because if they don't mention like a certain time limit, it's gonna feel a little bit arbitrary where characters are gonna be fixed up just in the knack of time to save other characters. I'm not saying it's an issue now, but as you know, the animes kind of fall into that trap. But I have faith in the series. I don't think it's gonna go down that route. But you never know. And something I'm liking about Rika too, at least when it shows the way she fights, she just fights with absolute confidence, like her body language. Yeah, I'd like to see this creature get out of this. Hey, I'm just glad that the Brady don't fall and Monker the other girl. Because that seemed like it could have been potentially deadly. I mean, can y'all blame her for overdoing it, though? Because that creature played dead. I would have done the same thing, too. And now, that's the type of teamwork I love to see. Oh, I'm gonna feel really bad for Momotaro. But no, I love I and Rika building up chemistry like that. It makes the friendship feel a lot more powerful. Aw. I actually do like this. I mean, it shows you just the weight people have to take in when they have to say goodbye to the person that they're protecting. I actually like this because the series hasn't brought that psychological factor yet, at least not until they introduced Momotaro. So that's actually pretty cool. Aww. Oh. I mean, at least there you're really seeing Rika much more show off much more, at least of her affectionate feelings at the very least. So it does actually layer Rika a lot more. You can even call that character development too. Oh, extra dick. Oh, hey, there's no doors are gonna be broken here because Wonder Egg priority isn't that type of series. Huh? I mean, hey, that actually might be for the best. But even if she doesn't go to a school, she can still try playing athletics in the park or something to test out her physical abilities. That's a big shocker, though. Wait, wait the fuck. Wait, never. Oh. I mean, I guess that explains why she had all that extravagant treatments and all that. Damn, I'm actually shocked. Or America could be caught train and the other thing too. Damn, she looked pissed. I mean, I wouldn't blame her though. It seems like someone of Erika's personality wouldn't really fit in with Nero one bit, if you're asking me personally. I mean, at the same time though, you shouldn't be too paranoid either. I can understand where Nero's coming from. But at the same time, if you don't open up your heart to anyone, you really can't truly be happy. Oh, oh, an actual compliment from Nero? Damn. Yo, she pretty much said what the same thing I said, but in different words. All right, it's actually giving me more reasons to love Nero more than it already did. But that's actually a lot of character development for Nero because first time she was introduced, she seemed a bit rough, hardcore. At least here you see her gentleness and her complimenting eye. Oh wow! I can't believe I've reacting that way. Wow. Oh, these gossipers. I like how they're calling the girls eccentric even though they're completely eccentric themselves. I just wonder when Momotaro's path is gonna cross with Narrow Eye and Rika because it's you can tell her, hey, I like the symbolism. Momotaro's going into like the shading, going into like shadow while I and Narrow are going into the light. I actually like that symbolism right there. You can have a feeling that Momotaro's life is becoming darker, while the lives of, say, Momotaro and are becoming a lot more lighter. Oh, that's actually a pretty darn sweet name too. Honestly, Momotaro, I mean, Sawaki pulls off that look pretty well. Oh, now I mean that chick kind of looks like Faye from Cowboy Bebop. Damn it! You gotta feel for her. I'm assuming that person Frozen is someone he truly did love that he lost. I just wonder if that's a relative or someone that that's a friend. Okay. I mean, this is cute, but now it makes you wonder why did Haruko take her own life? Because at least I'm assuming she took her life away because all the girls that have been introduced in this series, at least the ones that have like passed away, they've all died of committing suicide. So that's gonna be my assumption. I could be wrong though, but I feel like the series is following that pattern, but for a really good reason. I wouldn't just be there just never gonna fall for that. Her father should be giving her girl more different lessons though. Special lesson of morale. And I'm actually kind of take the stance of Neru there because you can tell she's becoming more protective of I, and on top of that, oh, I mean, I wouldn't say all women are like that. Not all men are like that too. I mean, but yeah, you know what? At least here it gives an explanation as to why there ain't no men in that side of the world at the very least. So I like how this series actually gives explanations, but in a way that actually feels like natural exposition instead of an exposition dump. I mean, you just feel so bad for her. It's. I wonder if I was gonna straight up recognize that she's a girl, considering the fact that she's gonna. I think I have a feeling I was gonna say girl. Yeah, exactly because of the crying. It gives it away. Oh. Hey, I actually wouldn't mind seeing Saoki and and I actually make a relationship with each other actually. And there's another bit of Ai's personality I like. She's making bonds with multiple different people now, becoming friends with a variety of people. That right there is growth because she's becoming much more of an extrovert now. Interesting how Rika isn't pitching into the conversation though. Although, yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense. She is the type that wants to take away all the intention. No, I resist! Hey, I wouldn't blame Saki for laughing, though. Hey, you know what? It's actually pretty dang cool. One of like the super positive moments regarding the series. And like, these are the happy vibes that I don't expect, but I actually welcome them. Oh, I mean, you know what? I'm not gonna blame him for ending on that note. And plus, not all episodes of One Day Priority need to end on like a semi-sad note. I actually like how this one. It's actually one of the first few episodes in the series that ends off I mean, all the episodes end satisfactory, but this one ends on like a note of optimism. Actually love this. Don't make me wrong. If future One Direct Priority episodes end with a bit of darkness, I wouldn't mind that either, as long as it's well executed. Now, as for the rating, I'm gonna rate this one straight up an 8.25 out of 10. I thought I did a lot of things well. For one, I love the massive amounts of character development for everyone, like Neru. She's opening up to Ai more, looking after her, doing what friends do for each other, and that's the elements I love a lot about this episode. Because she's becoming a bit more optimistic, and also we're seeing how much she cares by looking out for her friend. And that's something that's really darn adorable. And I love the character development for Rika too when she expresses how sad she is that one of her fans passed away the way she did, and you see her crying straight up. And I was surprised to see when someone as strong as Rika actually burst into tears like that. Shows you like the amount of layers that all the characters in this series have. And then another character that was also grew a lot was actually Ice, surprisingly. She's becoming much more sociable. How she's the one that broke the ice when it comes to Sawaki. She instantly said things that made Sawaki feel better. It just shows you Ai's maturity now. Because the old Ai wouldn't have been able to make someone feel better in that way, shape, or form. At least not the Ai that was introduced in, say, the first few episodes of the series. But the Ai, at least at this point in time, is more charismatic, more outgoing. And that's something else I like. How the characters in the series, they don't stay the same. They're dynamic, and they change over a period of time. And then Sawaki was a pretty darn good character, too. Just seeing the emotional turmoil she goes through every single time she protects someone. And that was kind of sad right there. And it makes you feel for her. It makes you feel sympathy. And that's why I thought when it came to like the character bits and throughout the whole episode, they were satisfactory, especially the end where you see Sawaki become friends with everyone. I thought it made for a sweet ending. That's why I thought the character writing was fantastic, and same with the story writing. Because on top of all the character development, they at least explain why you don't see boys in that dream world at the very least, so there's explanations for that. We get to see the pain that Sawaki goes through, and simultaneously we get to see Rika and I build more chemistry with fighting and backing up each other. That was also pretty darn cool too. Like there's a lot of things that you can take from this episode. And that's why I really loved it. Hell. aside from that, I even like how all the characters that the characters are protecting actually assisted them. You had Saoki protected by Mio using herself as a distraction, and then the fangirls distracted the opposition so that gave enough time to Rika to recover in order to give the assist to Ai. And that's the type of wonderful line I like to see. It doesn't just have characters that are just as decorations, it actually uses them, which I wish more series were like this. Thankfully, One Egg Party's like this. That's why the script was great. The visuals were amazing. I mean, from like the backgrounds to all like the facial expressions, to the good character designs for Sawaki and even Miwa, even though she was only there for small bits. This episode hit off at every single right note. The vocal performances were amazing. I absolutely adored the music, and if I had to rate this episode on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm definitely going to rate this one a 9 out of 10. It was fantastic, and I'm definitely pumped up for episode 5. And I'll be reacting to that. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on Wonder Egg Priority, episode 4. I would love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction, or the episode itself in the comments section below. And right before I go, I'd like to say thank you very much to Extra Thick for commenting on the live chat. And for everyone else, thank y'all so much for watching my video. Hope y'all have a great, safe, and fantastic day, and I'll see y'all later if you come back for more. Bye-bye, everyone.